Now that we're all nice and cozy on our islands here, our game is going to start in 3, 2, 1, begin. The goal is to make sure you know who your friends are by the end of the third round.
I can't just push them off because maybe they're.
No, you can.
Okay. Wait, we can find it.
We can both be on.
No. No.
Here.
Oh, you almost went to that.
What's over here?
Yeah, I just. He wants to
Over there.
We go here, okay. Maybe.
Also, a little tip, if you can't tell what the colors are of the cards, feel free to just touch them. Black cards are a little rough at the bottom, silver cards are a little bit smoother. If you're having issues seeing.
Never me. Okay.
30 seconds.
I'm gonna go over here.
You're all being awfully nice to each other.
We're women.
You can just kill someone anytime you want.
That is correct.
Okay, you want to share?
She's like, no, I want to kill you.
I'm not allowed to share my card with that.
You have 10 seconds to do so.
End of the first round. You're all rather nice, it appears. Very well then. You are on our bonus island, the Flashing Island.
Oh, sweet.
However, since no one is dead at the moment, it does nothing.
Okay.
So, what I'm going to do now, since it appears no one has died, first of all, I'm going to teach you a little something about fireballs. Fireballs are little items. Pass me another one. Fireballs. They're islands, or items, which you can gather sometimes during the game. Fireballs, when they hit the top of an island, will cause islands to sink, as such. Likewise, if it ever hits the sunken islands, then they'll raise back up. You might earn one of these during your game here, however, since no one is dead, I'll be receiving one at the moment for my use. So, I'll keep that in mind. Something that also might happen during the middle of the game is you might find the islands will sink between rounds. And since no one is also dead, I'm going to pick these two islands to sink at the moment. So, you're going to have to watch out for that. As you saw before, sinking islands are going to blink rapidly before they fall. So, do be careful with that as the second round is going to start in 3, 2, 1, begin. Very well then, game begins. Anyone can always kill anybody.
Oh, we're supposed to move.
Yeah.
You're dead.
I'm
Sorry, Sam.
You can say whatever you like, but nothing is certain until you show. Let me see your card real quick.
This one.
Very well then. Feel free to just sit on one of these islands on the side here. There are 30 seconds left in this round. You don't have to have power, do you?
No.
Very well then. Feel free to sit on one of the dead islands.
What?
Yes! Return to any raised island.
There you go.
No,
I don't want to go by her.
Why are you dead?
Because Kaylee killed me.
Alright, end of the second round. Now it appears you two are dead. Feel free to move to this room for a quick second. My assistant will be helping you outside.
Alright.
Damn it.
Meanwhile, for everyone out here. We're about to move into our last round. Now that the dead players are dead, they'll be able to do something in a quick second. But do be aware of how the last round works out. Whoever controls the most islands for each team will be the winner. So bear that in mind.
Stressful.
Wait, are we starting?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
We're going to be waiting on the decisions from the ghosts.
Oh. Can they see us?
Can they? They're in the other room.
Haley's gonna do something bad.
Haley?
Probably. Maybe she'll confuse me for Neil.
Another thing you should be aware about when you might find islands sinking. When you see these multiple tiered islands, they have two lives actually. If they ever are in threat of sinking, you will find it sinks from the bottom first. And so, if you're ever touching the last little level there, that means you've died. But the top two are still just fine.
Even though the top one's dark.
Correct.
Okay.
However, if the last one ever gets hit again,
Okay.
then that island is
I
sunk.
see. I see.
And it will always raise in a way that makes sense. Top first, bottom last.
Okay.
Ghosts made a decision, did they?
Yeah.
Very well. As we talked about fireballs, they can raise or sink islands depending who has them. They have just rewarded fireballs to you and to you.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Feel free to use those whenever you like.
Wait, so if they hit our island, do we have a certain amount of time to get away from that island?
Correct. You'll always see the flashing lights of a sinking island first before it ever officially sinks.
And they can use that whenever.
Whenever the timer is running, correct. Which will be very shortly. Something you should be aware about also, fireball holders. There is something you can do for these dead players on the side here. If you hit their island that is currently sunk and raise it up, that means you brought them back into the game. And they're back as if they were
So what
alive.
happens if she throws the ball and then it bounces there and like goes way over there?
If she is able to hit one of the islands, then the island raises. If it just kind of disappears into the lava, then it's no longer useful.
So
You
it's
can-
like a one and done kind of thing.
Correct.
Okay, okay.
If it can bounce across multiple islands, it affects multiple islands.
Okay.
If it ever hits a person, it does nothing,
Okay.
because it only affects islands.
Okay.
Feel free to trade or catch fireballs as you see fit.
Oh, what? You can catch fireballs?
Yeah.
That is correct.
It's like
Stealing a
it's
fireball.
dodgeball rules.
Yes, you can only take a fireball from someone if they try to toss it and you catch it.
Oh,
Okay.
Or if they just want to give one to you because they're nice. But
Can we give the dead people one?
not the dead
No,
players,
you can only
unfortunately.
sit there.
You can just have their
And they'll come back. But with that being said, they've also made a decision to raise or sink two islands. So we'll see what they've made in 3, 2, 1. Last round. The middle islands have sunk. Be aware of that.
Okay, I'm done.
what?
Island is raising. Island is raised.
I'm dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
She is dead, it looks like.
Wait, me too?
Depends on who.
Oh,
Do you use unclean or vindictive? How'd you kill
Wait, I
her?
didn't actually die. You actually have to fall.
Vindictive, so that means you're dead too?
Why did I raise you?
Oh, I'm dead too.
because I'm unclean.
Correct.
Oh! Damn it! So now we just chill here?
That's correct.
Okay.
On any of these sunken islands,
I'm gonna use the sunken one.
Oh, yeah. Damn it.
You guys are just all in one island? Someone hit somebody.
trying to kill me.
the last 30 seconds.
Wait,
Island raising.
Cool.
15 seconds.
If you think you're confident your team won, feel free to take a seat to end the game early.
Before I died.
Yes.
I died.
Lexi's dead.
5 seconds.
Lexi's dead.
I think we might have a winner here.
Everybody.
And the last round. It seems like most of the team is dead, but let's see who out of everyone won. Show me all of your cards. The whole of your card, I should say. Silver, silver, and the gray member. So, silver and gray team wins. Congratulations. Here's we have our winner for the first round. If you're holding a silver card, that means your team has just won. If you're holding a black card, unfortunately, you were lost this time around. But
Wait,
that's how the game is played this
So
first
I
round.
am on a team. if
You're
gonna
on
do
the gray
that.
team, correct?
we're your own team.
Yeah, right. So no one's on my team, is what I'm saying.
But you win with the winning team.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Trying to survive the longest.
Yes.
And you did so congratulations for that.
Thank you. So do we get new cards now? or-
That is correct.
Okay, I was like,
With the first game over,
oh, not gonna be very fun.
we have the next game.
Hurts.
Yes, feel free to get back to any of the islands again now that we're starting up the new round.
Here, I feel like this side has been like very neglected.
Very well done. So, now that we know how the game works, we're going to start the second round. We're going to change up a few more things, though. The only thing I'm going to change is that there are a few new roles, which I will add, since you seem to get the hang of it. Fire breathers. Fire breathers, if you're standing on the same island as them, can help to grant you a fireball bonus during the middle of the rounds. When the ghosts are deciding what islands to sink, who to give fireballs to, you will also have the chance to give fireballs to everyone on your island. You will not receive one yourself, but you give it to everyone on your island, so you're rather useful to your friends if you can find them. We also have the role called the Destroyer. The Destroyer, if you ever see their island is sinking, for any reason whatsoever, a fireball, a ghost perhaps, they do not have to run away. They can simply show me the card and I will sink every island that is connected to their path. The Destroyer can very much take away half the board, so be aware of that. They are also our new gray member. The gray team, this time around, instead of just simply surviving, they want to be able to use their power. If they can use their power once, then they win. It's not just about surviving this time around, though. So, be aware of that. We're, however, taking Unclean out of the game and keeping everything else. Actually, we are also taking out the Inquisitor as well. So, the only roles to worry about are the ones you see here.
Okay, so Destroyer destroys all of the attached items.
That's correct.
Okay.
If they're chosen by the ghosts.
Can
They're
you
chosen
explain
by
how
the
the
ghosts?
ghosts?
Dictative one again?
If you are killed, you choose someone to take with you.
Okay. Okay.
So it only works upon death. Although if you're feeling particularly addicted, you can step into the lava. I believe.
Yes, you can feel free to just step into the lava, kill yourself, and kill someone else you like.
Or hate.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, like, you can't just kill someone. If you're vindictive, you can't just be like, hey, you're dead.
Well,
Yes.
If you become dead, you take someone with you. Or you can commit suicide.
Oh!
You have to die to use your power. Excellent. If we are all set then, it's time to do a little bit of a change to the board. So, go ahead and make that happen.
I suggest you move.
Yes. There we are. Welcome to the other side of the board, everyone. Now, since you all know how the game's going to work, the game is going to start in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Here.
Are we allowed to build more cards?
Yes, you are.
If you want to.
If you want to. If he agrees to it.
Consent.
You send it's a show card.
Oh my god, I almost killed that.
Okay.
30 seconds to life.
I don't understand where
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
We're all like.
So go very, very nice. 10 seconds.
She's like.
Okay, I'm killing you.
You're killing me?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
killing me?
Yes.
No.
You're dead.
That sucks.
How are you killing them? Do you have
How?
What power do you have?
I have the Phoenix, but I'm a little confused on how it works.
I can explain all the rules one more time.
Because this card,
Yeah, I'm confused.
this card says like that I need to discard it, and then it says that I have another card, but I don't.
Yes, so as I said before in the beginning, we need to edit the text on the cards.
Yeah.
So pay attention to my explanations at the beginning.
Okay.
Saying no special powers, vindictive. You have to die and then you can name someone else to die with you. The Phoenix, if you die, show me your card and I can give you a new card so you can return back into the game.
Oh.
The Fire Breather, if you're ever standing on another island with someone else, you can give that person fireballs. And the Destroyer, if their island is in threat of sinking, they can sink all connected islands. Anyone else confused about their role?
Okay. Thank you.
Very well then. So everyone is still alive this round, it appears. Which means I'll be making the decisions once more. So let's go ahead, take out this one and that one.
Islands?
And I have the fireball this time, so be careful with that as well. We'll be getting the game proper. Second round in 3, 2, 1, begin. It appears you have sunk. But Destroyer, sink all connected islands.
Wait. Oh wait. But.
Yes, you are. Go ahead, return.
I like step over there to
Go to the safe island, yes.
You have
I'm
died.
dead. Wait, am I dead or am I
You
alive?
are dead.
We're dead.
Why did you guys die?
Oh wait, I want to take someone with me.
Who do you want to kill?
I want to kill. Oh, I have a card. I want to kill Kimmy.
Kimmy's dead then.
I'm not dead.
Very well. Go to any of these sunken islands at the moment.
Oh. Do I keep my card?
Yes, keep your cards. If you're ever brought back, then you will be keeping your power.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, you can either shove each other off or you can sit down to end the game.
Also true, but
Oh my god, they only have what? What?
they have 2 islands that they can stand on at the moment.
Okay, so we do have 2 islands.
15 seconds.
It's just us.
At the moment, correct?
Yeah, it's just the 4 of us.
That one's still.
Okay, do you want me to do it?
I'm sorry, wait.
No.
Like, why is
I just like.
Alright then. And ghosts. Feel free to follow my assistant here. You get to do.
fun part. I'm excited.
However, it appears you are on our flashing island this time.
Me?
Yes, that's correct. Who do you want to return to the game?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with Fiona.
Fiona. Very well. Fiona, return to the game, please. You've been brought back. And return to their island. There you are.
I have a question.
Yes.
Am I able to use my power now?
Yes, you have the fire breather.
I do.
Very well then. So, you'll be able to grant your 2 players. Here's 1 fireball to you.
Use them wisely.
And
guys.
this one.
Yes. You can raise islands if you want.
Does that mean you guys are gonna give us more islands?
We'll see how the ghosts decide.
Okay.
So I'll go this way and you look at the other side.
There's only 2 islands, right?
Like that.
So if this island dies,
And they're obviously gonna take ours.
Yes, we'll see if the ghosts either like you enough to raise more islands or are mean enough to sink all of you. So we'll see.
We can sync with these, right?
You can also sink islands, correct?
Did you say it would sink those bitches?
She totally.
The ghosts are making their decision.
Yes, so it'll be just a few more seconds.
Oh my god, you're dead.
What time are we at right now?
You're dead.
Alright then. Ghosts are back. Alright.
Okay,
Yes, go to any of those islands. Of course. First of all, who had the destroyer card previously?
Me.
That's correct. You can still keep your card because if you ever return, you can still use power again. The ghost also made a decision to give fireballs to you. Oh, there you are. To you as well.
Wow.
And to you.
Wow.
Wow!
We got 5 more.
If you were to use those wisely.
I didn't know that.
But we're chilling with that.
Yeah, we're good. It'll be like 15. What the hell?
And now, the next round is final round, so whoever survives and controls the most islands will be our winners. We'll begin. And islands will race or sink in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Wait, so this one came back?
Yeah, someone used a fireball on it.
I used it because I thought I was fun.
Yes.
I'm here with you, but I wasn't. I can use mine if you want.
Okay, I'm vindictive, so whoever did that, you're dead. So.
Alright. Addicted use. That is correct. Go to any of the sunken islands.
Sorry, what?
Go to any of the islands that are not lit.
Here's
Oh, this island's lit.
I didn't get to use that.
There you go.
I can bring her back with a fireball, right?
You can actually, and you can keep your fireball.
You are gentlemen.
There you go.
Ah.
Oh.
Remember, this bottom tier is dead right here.
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they threw a fireball on this one.
Ah.
Could raise it back up.
See, I didn't realize it was raising that one up. I thought that one was lit, and I was
30 seconds left. Dead. The bottom tier is dead.
oh, just the okay, but just the bottom here.
Well, okay.
And our last
Here with you.
15 seconds.
So we want to make sure we're spread out though.
Okay.
True. You're right.
I'm so not using this card right.
Yeah.
This is your card help.
Because we want to have the most time.
She used it correctly the first time, though.
She won.
Final few seconds.
Oh, okay.
Very well then. Let's see how this round showed up. First of all, our destroyer. Congratulations on winning. You were able to use yourself at least once.
Excellent.
So, Gray team has their first win again. Show me all of your cards for this one.
Yeah,
2 silver, 3 silver, and 1 black member. So, silver team wins again, it looks like. Congratulations.
And that is the conclusion of this round.
Correct. So, excellent. If I could have your cards back.
Okay, black team, we need to set it up because silver wins altogether.
So far, silver is winning, yes. But you might have a new team on this final round.
Hopefully. I think it was like the same. I think it was too.
Oh, this is stressful.
Not as stressful as that other game though.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, seriously.
What's that name? Do you
I want to play
Anomia.
Anomia.
Anomia?
Anomia.
Anomia. That's
It's when you don't know. It's when you don't remember the name of something.
Yeah.
I want that game.
I know, I think I'm gonna order.
Bohemian Rhapsody? Rock
Do you gotta
opera?
say
Rock
native
opera.
state?
Rock opera.
SUCSD.
I thought you were a real dog character.
Oh.
Marvelous. So, we are going to start the last game of our session. However, let me explain the final 2 cards which I'll be adding into the game. First of all, we have the liar coming into play. To give an explanation of how the liar works, the liar is always going to be on the opposite team of what they show. For example, this liar is on silver team. This liar is on silver team. At the end, they will be counted as a silver player. The silver liar is on black team. They're on black team. So, I will count them as a black player come the end of the game. Feel free to use this in order to fool the rest of your friends. We will also be adding Ragnarok. Ragnarok is our gray member this time around. Ragnarok, if they can survive till the last round. Surviving till the third round gives you the ability to shout Ragnarok. Ragnarok will then allow us to sink all raised islands and raise all sunken islands. So, the whole board will flip around, and you have a matter of seconds to find out which islands are raising again. Ragnarok can only be activated on the last round, but if they survive, then they win. So, that's how it goes. We'll be taking out this time around the vindictive players. So,
I know. Oh my god.
these are the ones you have to worry about.
Okay, wait. Go.
Anyone have questions?
What are the first two again?
The first two, Sane. Sane has no powers. Often requires a phoenix in order to bring them into the game. The phoenix, if they ever die, can be brought back into the game after they consult us.
And then they become safe.
Yes, they do become sane.
And then Ragnarok, if you have Ragnarok, then your island will not sink, right?
Your all raised islands sink, and all sunken islands will raise back up. And you have to find out which ones are sinking again.
Oh,
You'll know.
okay.
And everyone else will be like,
Yes. For this third game, instead of us affecting the game board, we'll let you do it. Stand on any island that you wish, and whichever islands are still raised at the end of 30 seconds, I'll keep in the game. So, put 30 seconds on our clock.
Stay right there. Stay on that.
So yes, you have to be at least one person has to be standing on an island in order to keep it. You don't have to stay.
Someone go on that little one.
All islands that they stay up must have 2 feet on them.
Yes. And we'll be keeping all of the tiered island if at least one person is there.
Oh my god, does that mean we only have one tiered island? Shit, yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Alright, we're
But-
good.
Yes. You've made your decisions for the islands. Excellent. It appears we're ready to start then. On the count of 3, the final round is going to be, the final game is going to begin. So, 3, 2, 1, begin.
I don't think I do. Oh, okay. Sure.
yeah, she said it like that. I'm like, she's gonna kill me. Oh!
Still alive.
Girl, she's not the painful one. Oh my god. Okay, she's a liar. Oh god.
Hey, you gotta show it too.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Bye.
I'm coming for you.
I'm just like going over here because I don't know.
I wish I was still in the story.
I see.
Dad.
Oh, I died. I'm good.
Now that we're getting comfortable.
Here.
Remember,
Here, come
this
here.
is the bonus aisle.
30 seconds are left.
This is what's the girl you see?
You can bring back one player from the dead if you stay on it.
I'm not trying to go back. No. You can bring
Yes, you can bring back someone.
You can bring back somebody.
That's correct.
I don't know if I want to bring anyone back.
I don't talk to dead people.
And first round.
Alright.
Marvelous. Dead players.
Come with me.
Follow my assistant.
I like.
Meanwhile, you are on the bonus island.
I feel like you've done this.
You want to
like
bring
every
anyone
time.
back?
Yeah, I have, and I like it.
Yes.
Who will it be then?
Haley.
Kaylee?
Haley.
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 I'm already here.
Haley.
You're like,
I already
Are you
have.
sure?
You're back.
Yeah, she's 17.
Last one. Marvelous. So you'll be standing on her island for this round, or until the second round starts, I should say. Yes, since there's only one ghost this time, that one ghost will be making decisions this time.
Whoever killed her, I mean, that sucks for you. Oh, it's too good. She's gonna take it out on me.
I was like, I'm gonna kill her.
We were trying to be nice to you that round, but we probably should.
Yeah.
I'm just like body checking everyone.
Oh, okay.
That's how when we're making our decisions. I've been out there every round, so I don't know.
I know, you're always
Yeah.
leaving.
Hey, I like making those. Nobody knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, can the Phoenix just like rise like whenever, like?
The
like,
Phoenix,
fast, or does
Phoenix
it-
has to die first, and then they come back to us, and we'll bring you back.
Do you ever
Right,
feel
right,
like
right,
others?
right.
strategically like
It's here and there, depending on.
die like right before?
I think you don't have an option. I think
Or just
once
like
you're
survive.
dead, you're like, nah, bitch, I'm actually not dead.
I have seen people who wait a round or two to come back from the dead, but usually people use it instantly.
Okay. If she hypothetically had that.
If they had it, but
Yeah. Not saying you do or anything. Anyone can have it.
Danielle, I am curious why you brought back me.
So what kind of game are you running here?
Because I killed Haley, and I'm like regretting killing her.
Oh.
You always regret killing someone. Right?
The ghosts have made a decision.
Yes, we'll see how they chose in a second. Very well done. Ghost, we're kind enough to give a fireball bonus to the players here. There you are. Use that whenever you like during the game.
Okay. Yeah.
Not right now. Ghosts are going to sink or raise a few islands, and then the round will start proper. In 3, 2, 1, begin.
That part is sinking.
Oh,
Dead! I'm afraid you're still on.
That is death, yes.
Okay, wait. So wait. So if I die, I can like do bad things to people?
That is correct. During the middle of the rounds.
Oh, is it the middle yet?
Not
Okay,
quite
can I
yet.
say
What power do you have, by
Ragnarok?
the way?
It is the second round.
Damn it. Wait,
Yes. Do you want to use it now?
May
Wait,
save the
what?
third round.
You can go back into the game if you
Should
use
I
it.
use it now or should I wreak havoc?
You can also just wait and wreak havoc and then come back to the game. Very well done. Yes, you can. Just give me that card whenever you like.
Damn, this is the bad part.
Dude, this sucks.
Girl, you're dead.
Can I use this right now? And bring myself back to life with it? Like,
You are currently dead, I'm afraid. You may hold on to it, but you may not use it.
Oh.
The other person who has a fireball can bring you back, though.
The game is still running.
That is correct. There is 30 seconds left. She is still
still
alive.
Wait,
Did we figure out? I'm trying
30
to remember
seconds.
who was on my team.
Dead!
Dead.
Danielle pushed it.
I know.
don't kill me
Oh,
again.
actually,
I don't know if you're on my team, so I'm like,
just spread out.
Remember, this is the bonus island.
Also, what power do you have in your
If
card?
you end the
We
round
just
on the
need to
bonus
start
round,
out.
Okay, then.
I'm gonna try not to die.
5 seconds.
Do it. I think we're good.
see who's on your team.
Marvelous. Dead players, feel free to go to the other room now. You can wreak havoc once again.
Can I bring my ball with me?
Yes, you can. If you're ever brought back, your fireball is still in use. Meanwhile, you are on the bonus island. Who would you like to bring back from the dead?
Wait, who's out there?
I think we're all on the same team right now, so.
Who's on our team? Is she on our team? Are we all black?
Yes.
But they're liars, so I don't trust them. Wait, who's out there? Kaylee, the blonde girl,
Kimmy.
Kimmy, Jennifer. I go bring back Jennifer.
please stay on the original island.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jenica, very well done.
Jennifer, because she's this guy.
Jenica.
No,
Is she on our team?
I don't know who anybody's on
I think we're all on one.
So go ahead.
Yeah, and then I think they're all
Right over there.
Oh, okay.
Over where? Here?
On the island over there.
So,
She has brought you back.
you brought me back? Yeah! Haley killed me the first round, so.
Yes, and now we're about to come on to our last round here. This is also
I just want to be alive. I haven't been alive in any round.
We can all see your card.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
if you ever think at any time that all of the still living players are on your team, feel free to also just sit down to end the game early.
Oh.
That's how we know to end early.
Oh, should we just?
Oh, okay.
Should we?
Well,
should we all call it?
Technically, since there are 5 players left alive at the moment, that means at least one of you is lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me.
Yes.
I heard mine. Oh no.
Wait, no, we should just sit.
Yeah. Should you all just wanna?
Guys, I
One
want
of the
to use
teams.
my cool card.
You're on the. This is the final round, so if Ragnarok is still alive, they can also activate during the last round.
You can kill me. It doesn't matter. We're apparently all on the same team.
Yeah. Just sit down and call it.
No.
They're all
No?
deciding
That's
what
for
our favorite.
Twitter.
And then we just end it.
The ghosts will take effect first, and then you can choose to end.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I feel like they're gonna put themselves back in the game now.
You guys ever see those the floor is lava memes?
Yeah.
I'm literally thinking about like me.
You're living it right now.
Right?
Like the one where the guy like jumps in the trash can. I was like, that's committed. No.
Probably. I'm trying to figure out whether I'm trying to figure out whether they're gonna give me a fireball or just like sing my island. They're probably gonna.
You have a fireball already.
I know, but
So
I'm
just throw it and jump. Okay.
Welcome back. Feel free to go to any of the sunken islands on the field.
Yeah, I can.
Also true, yes. Welcome back.
Okay, thank you.
Any raised island,
Wait, hold on, I have to wait for her.
of course.
Oh, where were we going?
right this way.
I hope you remember. Nothing suspicious about that?
Very well. But Ghost decided to give a fireball bonus to players over here. Here you go. Feel free to use those however you like. But now we get to come on to our final round. The final round will begin, and islands will raise or sink in 3, 2, 1, begin. Every single player is still alive.
Every single one of us?
If Ragnarok is alive,
Wait,
then
which
she
one's
needs
saying?
Ragnarok!
Ragnarok is activated.
Wait, what?
Get ready. Hopefully you remembered what islands are about to sink right now. Be sure to find them.
Okay.
Conversation is taking place.
Staying.
Wait, which it's a game of luck now. You either have to
No, which ones were
Yeah.
Stand
alive?
by.
Hopefully you remembered which ones are still going.
yeah.
So if you were dead,
Dead.
Wait,
Wait,
no,
what
I
if
thought
I
it was
do
opposite.
it?
I thought it was dead and didn't come back. No?
you already used your Phoenix power.
No, but I thought if
She
it
wanted
was
to
dead,
save-
then
she
like,
wanted to save
then
for
those
the
are, I
last
thought it was opposite.
She hasn't used it.
Yeah, this one.
Very well then. So feel free to return to any of the raised islands at the
There's
moment.
a mistake. Was that island previously?
No, she's using her power very strategically. So feel free to go now to any of the islands.
Okay. And I'm still dead.
Yes,
But there are a lot of fireballs out there.
yes.
So you
So
want to choose an island.
So can I stand on an island?
Yes, but they have to throw a fireball to you.
Okay.
bring me back.
Can I gift this fireball to someone I
Okay, you can.
know? Woo!
But
No, you can't.
Okay. Cool.
She back?
all right.
She bad. No,
We
don't
have
die already.
45 seconds left. It looks like
Oh.
Final round.
5? Like push me 25?
Yes.
Or 5?
45. 45.
Oh, 7?
Damn it.
You may stand on any sunk island.
Damn, I died like 8 times.
You can stand on the sunken island.
And they might bring you back.
They might see you back.
Stand like
Over here.
This is still alive, so we can go here.
Stand over here.
Yeah, hurry.
Go. This one would probably be better, just because it's closer to the action.
Sorry, it's okay.
Alright, prove you're dead.
Oh, we need to start up. Yeah.
5 seconds.
Okay, so
Last round.
And that is it.
killed me.
How did you get back in? Oh, wait, that's like back. Start. Yeah, that's how
Alright then. Let's see how this played out. Shall we argue hard?
But I guess it doesn't matter because I'm.
We have a silver liar. So that means there are 1 team for black, another liar, so 1 point for silver.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
1 silver, 1 black, and another black. So black team wins. And congratulations Ragnarok for activating. You also win as well. So congratulations everyone. If I grab the pugs back once more, this is the end of our time here. Of course, we thank you all for playing so much.
I was like, there's no way she's on my team.
We thank you for spending your time here. Would you also like a team photo before you all go?
Yes.
Very well then.
With what?
Would you like it in light or would you like a bit of shadow to your picture?
Does it show up like this?
We can probably do both actually.
Yes, we do have time for both.
Let's do both. Yeah. Wait, can anyone bring theirs? Yeah, let's do it. Let me get my turn.
Let's go on like one of the.
Let's go on the big one.
Yes, oh, so that island. That was the best island.
Danielle, stand up here. Okay.
Yeah, Danielle,
That's
stand up here.
okay, because I'm short. I'm super short.
Here's another phone.
Action, so you take care of that one. Okay, so let me see if I can get the light one first.